Shalom Israel. First and foremost, I want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Hashem Hashai, Hashem Kakadash, the bunch of the apostles, and elsewhere millstone for teaching us truth, peace, and blessings. So hopefully like the Israel Shalom. Yahweh is the name of the Heavenly Father, and Hebrew, but Hashem is the name, and Yahweh Shai is the name of the begotten Son. Back on our lesson. And today I'm going to be going to the situation that's taking place over in Iceland, where you see multiple earthquakes taking place, as well as an eruption getting ready to much break out. Going to the volcano, which you'll see right here. Iceland officials say high volcanic eruption possibility as hundreds of earthquakes hit region. So I'm going to play this video real quick, get this out the way, to go into the situation, what's that's going on, and hopefully go to the times that we are in. So let's play this real quick.
Need to know what's happening in Iceland right now because it literally looks like the bloody end of days. You see, the country south was hit with thousands of earthquakes since Friday, prompting a state of emergency to be declared and thousands of people to be evacuated from their homes. Then, to make matters worse, massive cracks in the earth have now started appearing, some of which have white smoke coming out of them. Experts say that these cracks have been caused by magma flowing underground and coming closer to the surface, which signals that a volcanic eruption now appears to be imminent. Now, the reason people are concerned is that the last major volcanic eruption in Iceland caused such a massive ash cloud that it prompted the largest global aviation shutdown since World War II. 50,000 flights were cancelled and 8 million passengers were affected. Thankfully, as of right now, experts say that this potential eruption is unlikely to be as large as the one back in 2010. But of course, as things develop, I'll keep you guys updated.
But there you go. Judgments from Yahweh Hashem Shai, as you see an increase of plagues, pestilences, and all these different things, really going to show the times that we are in. Now we're going to jump to this article here, read a little bit into it, see what's going on. So as officials in Iceland are warning Wednesday that the likelihood of a volcanic eruption remains high as hundreds of earthquakes continue to be recorded in recent hours. The Icelandic Meteorological Office says since midnight around 800 earthquakes have been measured. So and you're seeing those earthquakes in diverse places, as well as going to second as 9 and 1 through 4. Seeing those earthquakes is another end time sign. Now have been measured, most of them in the middle of magma dike at Sunduk at a depth of 3.5 kilometers, 1.8 to 3.1 miles. Sunduk is a little more than 2 miles to the northeast of Grindavik, a town in southwestern Iceland that has been evacuated because of the volcanic eruption, or volcanic activity, according to Fox Weather. Tourists last week reportedly fled Iceland's world-renowned Blue Lagoon geothermal spot after earthquakes rocked the surrounding area, forcing the spot to temporarily close the busy spot. So you're seeing cracks taking place, hundreds or thousands of earthquakes, I should say, as we just saw in that video. Let's see what it has to offer right here.
Get private insurance out of health insurance.
So we're going to let that play, just get really more into this. Now, it's a police officer stands by the crack in the road in the fishing town of Grindavik, which was evacuated due to volcanic activity in Iceland on Wednesday, November 15th. So once again, judgments are going out, man. The Lord really showing us of the times that we are in. What you get in Isaiah 2:9-6, how the Lord's visiting this place with storm and tempest.
All right, Fox News alert: thousands flee in Iceland as officials in the country say a volcano could erupt in any moment.
Brian Yennis is live in Iceland in the capital with the latest. Brian.
Brian and Lawrence, look, Iceland's meteorological office says that there is a significant likelihood of a volcanic eruption at any moment. In fact, it is something that Iceland has not seen in some 50 years. And scientists say they'll have about 2 to 3 hours warning before they have to, they can at least warn people to get out of the way. They have seen some 1,000 earthquakes in the last 24 hours, breaking up roads around Iceland. Normally they see 60. That gives you an idea of what they're seeing here. It's really unprecedented in the last 50 years. Grindavik is really the bullseye here. That is the biggest concern. 3,700 people.
Hey, this place is through, man. But we're going to read on with the scriptures, and it's going to be a lesson at hand. Now, the Ecclesiastes 39 through 28 through 31. There be spirits that crave for vengeance, which in their free learn sword strokes, and in time of destruction they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So these are also judgments from the Heavenly Father, which you'll see right here, verse 29. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts, going to these animals, seeing these animal attacks. And scorpions, serpents, and the sword punch the wicked to destruction. They shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when the time has come, they shall not transgress his words was accomplished, which the Lord sent out to do. And seeing these earthquakes, seeing these, different types of storms, is the work of Yahweh Shemel Shai. Now, Matthew 24:3-8, these are also one to end time signs that we would see them take place before our Lord Yahweh Shai will return. Because people can say, we see earthquakes every day, this and that, but not to this level. Yet thousands of earthquakes take place over in Iceland within 24 hours. Come on, man. And as he sat upon the Mount Olives, the disciples came to a private seat and tell us one of these things be, what should be sign of the coming of the end of the world. Now, when it says the end of the world, not speaking of the end of the whole entire earth, but speaking of an end of an age, the end of an era, the end of Esau, Edom's rule. Verse 4, and Yahweh answered and said to them, take ye that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I'm an oath shall deceive many. These are things that we are seeing. Verse 6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things come to pass, but the end is not yet. Verse 7, for nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places, which we are seeing. All these are the beginning of sorrows, and this is just the beginning of it, man. Luke 21:25-28, out of that point. And there should be signs in the sun, and the moon, and the stars, seeing these signs in the heavens, especially dealing with the chariots. And upon the earth, distress of nations with perplexity, is seen the waves roaring, uproars of the people, as well as dealing with these different types of storms that you are seeing. Verse 26. Men hearts fail them for fear of looking at those things which are coming on the earth, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. These people will be shook and be afraid, especially when they start seeing more of these chariots, man. Which you see now already. Verse 27, then shall they see the Son of Man, which is Yahweh Shai, come in a cloud with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, and look up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. We're almost home. It's like I'm kind of, speaking word, I'm a little sick, so I want to get this lesson out the way. Isaiah 29:6, that should be visited of Yahweh, speaking too fast, lucky. That should be visited of Yahweh Bashem of host with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, with storm and tempest and a flame of devouring fire. So Yahweh Bashem is visiting this place, man. Even a few months back, you had all those wildfires take place. I've seen more earthquakes than ever. These plagues, these pestilences the Lord's bringing out. The Lord's not playing. Get ready to close this out with the last two scriptures. 2 Corinthians 1-4. He answered me and said, measure thou time diligently in itself, how we measure times that we are in, by the way these signs and these prophecies. And when thou seest part of the signs past which I told thee before, then shalt thou understand that at the very same time when the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, which can be by the way of our Lord Yahweh Shai. Verse 3, therefore when there should be seen earthquakes, one more time, therefore when there should be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake those things from the days before thee, even from the beginning. So, showing you when it ends this place. Habakkuk 2:3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, with the vision speaking of the prophecies, and we are in those appointed times as written and spoken of in the scriptures. So there's no time to be lollygagging or playing around, man. And you really got to understand the magnitude and the seriousness of what we are a part of, and how grateful we should be that Yahweh Shai has bestowed us this knowledge, this wisdom, this understanding. To perceive and to understand these words. We have people out here asking all sorts of questions, especially coming these last days when Yahweh Shai is getting ready to take away this word. The elect are going to be the only ones with those answers, man. That's why we continue to pray that Yahweh Shai will continue to keep his spirit upon us, man. Like I mentioned once again, we should be, be grateful that we even have a chance at salvation, man. Look at our people, man. 2/3 of our wicked people completely gone, lost, man. And Yahweh Shai has opened our eyes to this thing, man. And Jake just wants to take that for granted. Smacking away the hand the Lord's extended unto them. But let's continue on. It's like we're kind of going off track, but it's only the spirit there. But the angel shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it really come, it will not tarry, meaning it will not delay. 2 Ezra 16:37-39. And as it behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack, as when a woman with child 9 months brings forth her son with 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. So those birth pains can be at its peak, at its climax. Going to show how close we are getting to deliverance. When the child comes forth, they slack not a moment, meaning it's not letting up. Verse 39, even so much the plagues be slack upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. So there's no escaping this thing, man. You have a lot of powerful people, just Jake being stupid, say, do we buy plane tickets to flee America? Do we do this? Hey, put your faith and trust in the Lord, man. And there's no escaping these judgments, these plagues, pestilences, other than through our Lord Yahweh Shema Shai. So that's pretty much the point right there. I saw a couple of videos going to the situation within Iceland, dealing with those earthquakes as a threat of a volcanic eruption taking place. So, just going to show the times that we are in. I see things are progressively getting worse, and things are going down, man. And guess what? It's going to hit America, aka Babylon, great the hardest. So I do want to give all praises, all honor, and all glory to Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakadash, the Barnes of the Apostles, and else great millstone for teaching us this truth, peace, and blessings. So hopefully, like the Rizwan Shalom. See you next one in the one.